Go.
All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy unto the nation of Israel that the true power, his name, his holy name is Yahweh, and the only begotten son's name is Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, we're going to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash, which is to say in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All right, we want to give double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone who do real well, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth. All right, so we get into a lot of prophecies and a lot of events happening around the world. All right, and a lot of people act like it's an okay time, but what they really don't know is that a lot of these people that are walking around in today's times, all right, the events that are happening are leading to their destruction. All right, it's leading to the end of what you call society. All right, an end of an era. Okay, and the majority of you people, you wicked people who hate the Lord and you hate His ways and you despise His men. All right, you're gonna wake up to the fact that the Lord is real and He's coming back to destroy a lot of you people.
That's right.
All right, get that?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 1. And he answered me saying, the Most High hath made this world for many.
So this world, there's like 7-something billion people in this planet. So it's obvious that this world is made for many. All right, go ahead.
The Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
And what's the world to come? If you can get Esau is the end of a thing and Jacob is the beginning of it. Sure. All right, because this world that we live, you can get real quick, Job 9:24. All right, because right now the so-called white man Esau, according to the scriptures, he's ruling this world. All right, and in his rulership, all right, this world is made for many. All right, but the Lord said that the world to come is going to be made for few. All right, so those that are getting right and those that are preparing themselves to take over the things that the Lord is preparing for them, those are the ones that are going to be saved. And guess what? It's few. Okay. Go ahead, get that in Job 9:24.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
And who's in control of the world and the laws and the regulations and sanctions of the world? It's the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, according to the Bible. Now let's read what you got.
Real quick, whose face is on the majority of the money around the world? All right, whether it be the U.S. dollar, whether it be the ruble, whether it be the British pound, all right, the euro, it's all a bunch of devils, man. And even if it's got a goop in China, all right, the yen, guess who's funding that, man? It's the Rothschilds, man. Because the people like to talk about the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Man, that's nothing. Who owns that?
Go ahead and get that, brother. Because we just read Job 9:24, the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked, right? So now we're going to see, because we obviously know that whoever's ruling at this time, all right, that world is going to come to an end because the Lord is not going to allow the righteous or the wicked to be ruling in the kingdom of heaven. All right, so let's see who's ruling at this time. Let's go, Mark.
So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob, and Esau were born of him. Jacob held hand of first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is he that cometh after that. All right, but before that, it said that Jacob first held the heel of Esau first, symbolizing that Jacob would be the one that would bring down this so-called white man, the Edomite, according to the scriptures, Esau. All right, so we know through Job 9:24 that the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked, and we just read that Esau is the end of the world. So we can tie those scriptures together and know that the so-called white man is the end of this world, man. All right, and then through the prophecies in Genesis chapter 25, Jacob first coming out holding the heel of Esau, we know that Jacob, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Lord was going to use us to bring down this so-called white man. All right, and we're going to be the beginning of the new world that's to come. All right, so those are going to be the few, because there's only a select few of the Israelites that are doing this work. The Lord is only going to use a few. Okay.
I'll keep going on 2nd Ezra.
Real quick, let me just bring up one last precept in the same chapter. It's the 2nd Ezra 6:27. Real quick, it says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Yeah.
Evil shall be put out, man, and deceit shall be quenched. There ain't gonna be no more deceit and wickedness and sin in the kingdom of heaven, man. Not even the heathens are gonna be sinning. All right, not even the Edomites, the wicked. Right? Even the wicked isn't gonna be sinning. He's gonna get his ass whipped into correction, man. Just like he whipped the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know? Just like he did us and to his way of life. Well, guess what? When the kingdom of heaven is established, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, who are the Israelites, the chosen people of the Lord, starting from the elect, well, starting from Yahushua on down, who Yahushua is the name of the only begotten Son in the Hebrew, all right? We're gonna whip these devils into our way of life, man. All right? And they're gonna get right, cause they ain't gonna want to die, man. But some of them will, but they're gonna be tortured, man. All right? That was it on that.
Yeah, that was it.
Real quick. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Hey, cause in the end all be all of this thing, man. The wicked, the earth is given out to the hand of the wicked, but the wicked is in the control of the hands of the Most High. The Most High directs his steps, man. The Most High is using him as his weapon to chastising his people. All right. So everything that this so-called devil, or that this devil is doing, is all the works of the Most High, man. Go ahead.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
And who's that is profitable, man? Profitable. That's his son, Yahushua. All right? Yahushua, King David, on down through the elect. The profitable men. The men that bear fruit on this side. Because here it is, we're living in a wicked-ass society. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we're bearing fruit, man. We're out here doing the will of the Most High, bringing in more brothers, edifying the elect, all right, and we're growing and we're building off of that, man. So how much more in the kingdom? All right, the Lord already sees us as profitable because we're growing, man. We're not hiding our talent in a napkin, you know, so to speak, like the scriptures say. All right.
This is back in 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse. I'll start at 1 again. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of.
Man, so look, you see, this is why this world got to go, man, because a house divided can't stand, man. Here it is, you got devils walking past a broke devil, and they want to pretend like they got some cash, they digging in their pockets, and then they throw the fist up, like keep it moving. But they don't want to help them out. Well, I thought you guys were all for your own people.
And you know damn well they got money. That's why they came out here, to spend money.
To spend some money. But they ain't got a dime to give to their own people. And that's on a low level, man. You already see that these Edomites are at each other's throats, and these courthouses, man, and these Supreme Courts, and these UN meetings.
And shit, even you got people protesting the nominees for Supreme Judge, man. You got people rioting, protesting, man, on some simple shit, man. And that goes to show you that America's divided and America's falling. Verse 3. Oh wait, back. Let me finish 2. Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
That's right, man. So there's plenty of people on this planet Earth, 7-something billion. All right, read that again, Bubba Kashar.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
God, so the Lord created many people for the last days, man. There's 7 billion plus people here. But what? The Lord said there be few that be saved. Who are those few? The elect, okay? And the rest of the 1/3. Those are those that are going to be saved. And well, you're going to have some heathens and some Edomites that are going to be saved, but they're going into slavery, man.
Yep.
And those are going to be the elites of these heathenistic kingdoms, man.
Hey, that's why. Well, let me just get it. That's why the book of Psalms say that their kings and their nobles shall be in feathers of iron.
Feathers.
Yep. Let me get it. I think I got it right here. Yep. This is Psalms chapter 149, and I'll start at 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
So that's what the men of the Lord are getting ready to do, man. We're getting ready to put the kings of these other nations into slavery, man, into fetters of iron.
That's right.
Just like our people were put into slavery, that's what these devils and these other nations are getting ready to go into, man. All right, and all the other nations, talking about you gooks, you pie-eating Africans, all right, and you pasty devils, all right. All you had a hand in our slavery, man, and all you guys are gonna get it, man. All right. All you people are going to get it, man, by the hands of the Lord's men. Lord willing, man. Out of Waratazah, man. We are part of these brothers up here, man. We're a part of that number that's going to get our hands on you damn devils, man.
That's right.
Every single last one of you that want to scoff against the men of the Lord, hey, guess what? In that day, we're going to get our revenge. Because we waiting on the Lord to crack them skies so that he gives us that green light to go, man. If a brother can get fishers into hunters, Bubba Kishar, what's that, Jeremiah 16? Real quick,
Yeah, get that. Okay, I get something else to that.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
And that's what we're doing right now, man. We're out here patiently enduring, all right, enduring the weather, enduring the storm, enduring the bullshit that this damn devil's throwing at us, all right? The bullshit that the devil's throwing at our people, and we're constantly enduring because we're fishing, man. That's why if you're calling yourself a man of the Lord, man, hey, you have to have patience. You have to have patience to deal with these fucking lowlifes out here, man. To deal with these demons out here. These people are nothing but scum, but what? We got to deal with their bullshit to get the kingdom. All right? So we patiently out here doing the work of the Lord, fishing for his men. All right? Just like a fisher would out in the ocean.
I got you. This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 18. And Yahushua, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon, called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he saith unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
So how are we fishing men? We're out here calling out to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, telling them that they're the chosen people of the Lord, and that they need to get right before the Lord cracks some skies, or they're going to get perished in the fire that's coming, man.
Right.
All right? And that's how the flood is coming back again, man. All right, you got all these vocab followers like to make fun of my channel's name, GMS Hamayam Shamawat, the waters of death. Well, guess what? That's the waters that's coming, man. You know, this time that flood is coming in the form of fire. All right?
Hey, and spiritually, the waters is flooding the earth right now, man.
Yeah, it's a different kind of water.
Yeah.
Now it's the spiritual waters.
Yeah.
All right, because the Lord said he ain't going to flood the earth no more like that.
Yep.
All right, he said he's going to bring fire this time. But however, you know, as it was in the days of Noah, hey, man, we're warning you of the flood by flooding you with what? The living waters.
Yep.
Okay? That's a whole nother story.
Because just like in Noah, people thought he was crazy. Oh, it ain't going to rain. Where's this water you talking about? Where is it going to come from? But guess what? Then it rained and the flood came and swept them people up.
Right, and that's what's it called? Secular history, man. Archaeological evidence, man. Facts. Every nation, every different nation under the sun has a story of the flood, man. So just like the flood came, guess what? The Lord prophesied that the flood was going to come through his servants, and guess what? The Lord's prophesying that the flood's going to come through nuclear fire through his servants now, man.
That's right.
Whether you believe it or not, it's still going to rain down missiles upon America.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
This is back in Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain.
So it's going to come in time where the fishing is going to get done for, and the Lord is going to turn us into hunters instead of fishermen. All right? And we're going to come out here just like we were fishing for men. We're going to be hunting for men through the spirit and power of the Lord and who you call Jesus Christ, man. All right? We're going to be out here slaying men.
Women and children.
Women and children. We ain't going to spare none. All right? Bring out what you got, brother.
Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 15. It says, I'll start at verse 14. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains.
And the mountains is talking about these different governments, man. All these governments are going to be threshed by the men of the Lord, man. What scripture is that? Let me get that word thresh.
God, that's Isaiah 41 and 15. Get that thresh. Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, when it talks about mountain, a lot of the time when it speaks about mountains and hills in the Bible, it's talking about big governments and little governments. Yep. And so I'll read it again while the brother gets that word.
What was that? 41 and
15. Come. So while the brother gets that, I'll read it again. It says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth." And the brother just read that you're gonna turn the men into hunters.
Yep.
Okay. And that's a precept onto that, because what? He's gonna turn his men into weapons of war.
Yeah,
and you can get that. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, come.
But let me read this
Yeah, I know
word,
what you mean.
threshing. The word threshing, the Hebrew word there is H4173, and it's mawarag means thresher, threshing sledge, threshing instrument, sledge. Let me see here. Threshing, a threshing wain. All right, so let me look up that word threshing in the etymology so we can get a proper understanding.
Yeah, it's sounding kind of violent to me.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's getting kind of violent. All right, and the Most High said you're going to turn his men. It says, O men of Israel. Okay, it says, Holy One. What does it say? Ye men of Israel, thou worm Jacob, liken us to a little worm. But he said he's going to liken us. He's going to liken us to a sharp threshing instrument. He said he's going to turn us into hunters.
I got the word thresh. The etymology on online etymology dictionary. The word thresh, which would be the basic sense of threshing. It means to beat, sift grain by trampling or beating. To thresh, to tread, to stamp noisily. There you go.
You see
To
that?
beat, man.
And it says a threshing instrument that having teeth.
It said to beat. Read that again.
Come. So it says, "Behold, this is Isaiah chapter 41 verse 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains."
So we're gonna beat the mountains. And again, the brother said it earlier. These mountains represent these governments. All right, these other kingdoms. All right, the rulerships of these other devils, man, or of these heathens. All right.
It says,
Hey, and this you can't make this up, man. Put the camera on her, brother. You know, hey, these people got demons on them, man.
They need to be liberated from all the wickedness out there. This is a product of America, man.
People got straight up demons on them, man. And then people wonder why the Lord sent His men out here to warn the people, man. But then here it is, you got demons like this.
Exercise.
Yeah. They sitting here laughing at the Spirit of the Lord, man. But guess what?
Nah, it's just the demons.
Yeah,
the demons
that's what I'm saying.
here.
The demons are laughing at the Spirit of the Lord, man.
It's like the movie that you watch, Emily Rose Exorcism. Like every time the preacher would go in there, demons laughing. But you know that's on a low level. So,
but see, these demons, they know they have but a short time left. All right. They see the Spirit of Yahweh Shai back here again, and this time they know that He's coming to bring them to torture, man. Because what they asked Him the first time, have you come to torment us before our time? But these demons, now they know that their time is up, man. Yeah, I know, they're all cracked black, bro.
Yahweh Shai had mercy on them demons before, man. Threw them in the swines and all that. Yeah, He had mercy on the demons.
now He had mercy on the people that had demons.
Well, He can't, because those demons were thrown into the, they ended up drowning. Yeah, however, you know, the people, yeah, man, they were liberated from that. This time around, they're going to have to die.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Everybody just
Now's
going to get
that time.
flushed out. So reading back into it again, it says, I'll read it from 14 again. So Isaiah 41 and 14. "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and make them, Salakia, and make the hills as chaff." Okay, so the hills being the lower governments, He's gonna make them as chaff. They're gonna be burnt up. They're gonna be gone, destroyed. And the only kingdom that's gonna reign supreme on the planet Earth is gonna be the one of Israel. All right, Yasharallah. All right, the kingdom of heaven, water. All right, that's it. and it's gonna come through. The only way the kingdom of heaven is gonna come and be established on the earth is through violence. Sad to say, that's what it is. It's gonna have to come through violence, but it's gonna be a divine intervention that's gonna set it off. And ain't gonna be no movement on the earth, no black movement or black extremist shit. That shit don't work down here.
They've had black extremists for decades, man, and they ain't got nowhere, man. They haven't got nowhere. Except
All
for
their leaders got killed.
Yeah, exactly. And really, all the leaders, the original founders of them movements, were all set up anyway. But the ones that were following them blindly, they were the ones that were getting slaughtered out there, man. So Black Lives Matter, all right, black this and black that, Hispanic this, that ain't going nowhere, man. Our people got to come back to the Heavenly Father and realize who we are, man. We from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Until our people acknowledge that, they're gonna continue to be in the devastated state they are in, man.
Therefore, the Lord's gonna have to turn His men up. He's gonna turn His men up to help take the wicked down. All right, whether it be the wicked of the other nations or the wicked of our people. All right, the Lord's gonna raise us up. I say us because I believe that brothers are part of that number. Whether we are or not, we're gonna see. All right, but the Lord's gonna raise up a certain group of people on this earth to help bring down the kingdom that's established as of right now. All right, and it's gonna happen through violence, but it's gonna be a divine intervention. You want to bring Jeremiah 51 up?
You done?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Oh, you skipped the part, the Lord of hosts.
Oh, come. Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yep.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
And that word host, all right, is it means army in the Hebrew. Can't remember the Hebrew word off the top of my head, but it means armies. Okay? Tazadakia? No, that's mine.
I'm thinking God is true. The brother gonna look it up.
But nonetheless, all right, the Lord is the Lord of hosts, man, the Lord of armies, and it's rightfully so that He sets His people as His battle axe, man, His men, and through His battle axe, He's gonna destroy Esau, man. He's gonna bring you down, you damn devils. So get ready for it, and you demons, man. You demons are gonna get brought down through the spirit. Tazabah. You demons are gonna get brought down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right.
And all you people are demons, man. If you're not worshiping the Heavenly Father in truth and sincerity, then you're full of demons, man. Yep. You got legion of demons on you, man.
Look at this. You got all types of wickedness going out here, man. Women wearing bikini tops out here. All in the name of Oktoberfest, man.
Yeah, just the bitches coming out here, damn near asshole naked, just so they can get sloppy drunk, man.
And then when you try to touch it, you get enticed. You want to touch it. You the bad guy.
Hey, but see that just goes to show you who's in rulership, man. Because if this world was ruled or governed by the law of the scriptures, none of this wickedness would be happening out here. And that goes to show you the hypocrisy of America, because America was supposedly founded on the structures and laws and guidelines of the Bible. But where are the laws and guidelines of the Bible nowadays, man? Nowhere to be found. What about when they said that? There was not the guidelines weren't found in that day either, man. Those damn devils were still killing our people, putting smallpox on our people, killing our men, taking our women, raping them. All types of wickedness was being done, man. But I thought this country was built on the Bible, man. I thought the Bible was the rock of the land. That's why these devils got to go, man. They're a bunch of liars and deceivers, which is why we call them devils. All right? Diablos. All right? Go ahead, up.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy the kingdoms.
Read that again, Brother Sharp.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
That's right.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
So the Lord is going to use His people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to break in pieces the nations, man. All right? And the elect is going to have that great reward to be able to do that, man. All right? That's why we're out here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, man. So that we can have that reward to grab and to break in pieces these other nations, man. Alright, because we don't want to get broken in pieces by our own people, man. When the elect get let loose, we don't want to be a part of those people that get killed by them, man. When the Lord brings his judgment, we don't want to be a part of those that die by the plagues that the Lord is sending on the earth, man. Okay? Is that it on that? Go ahead.
With thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Yeah, man. Because, real quick, because that chariot, that horse and his rider, and that chariot and his rider, you liken that to nowadays. That's going into Esau's toys. You got his tanks and his fighter jets.
It's symbolic for the power, the one that's in power.
Yeah. It's all gonna be. It says with thee you're gonna break those in pieces. The power of Esau, power of the ruler of this world, all right, of this world, this rulership, is gonna be taken down through violence. It's gonna be breaking down. All right, you're gonna break a piece of the chariot, the horse and his rider. The horse is symbolize, like the brother said, symbolizes power, and you can liken that to his actual chariots.
And the scriptures say, "I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking on the ground."
Right.
Paraphrasing.
So
who's the ones that have who's the rider of the horses, man? It's these devils, man. The one that's in power right now. Right. Verse 22.
Kind of real quick, because he said the rider and his horse. I'm gonna get with that rider and that horse real quick. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
And that's what the so-called white man did, man.
Yep.
Starting back in the late 1300s, early 1400s, the so-called white man started to come back into power, and he started taking peace from the earth, man. Since the so-called white man came into power, there's been nothing but destruction on the earth, man. Nothing but chaos. Look, how many years of America's being established has they been in war, man? Damn near every year that America's been established, man.
90% of the time America's been established, it's been war on the earth. America had their hands in some sort of foreign affairs when it could have just held their peace here in America, but no, they gotta have their nose in other countries' business, invading that. What's going on over here?
And it goes beyond America, man. The so-called white man's throughout the whole earth, man, bringing destruction amongst his own people, among all these other nations, but mainly to the nation of Israel, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called. Man, this devil has no sympathy for his own people, so imagine what he does to the chosen people of the Most High.
Right? It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Hey, and that goes with Job 9 and 24, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Well, guess what? The same wicked person that was given the possession of the earth was given the power to take peace from the earth, man. That goes to show you it's evident who the wicked of this planet is, man. It's the so-called white man, the Edomites, according to the Bible. The one that goes deceiving everybody around the world, robbing, murdering, lying. And it's undeniable at this point, man. If you don't think that the so-called white man is the devil, then you're a damn moron. You need to open your damn eyes and realize and smell the fresh air, man.
Yep. And it says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah. Hey, what's it? Esau's blessing the sword? Yep. The so-called white man, his blessing was the sword, man. And what's the ultimate great sword? These nuclear missiles that's going to rain down on America, man. That's going to destroy many parts of the earth. That's what the great sword the Bible's talking about, man. All right, who was the first one to drop nuclear atomic bombs, huh? Was it the Chinese people? Was it the African people? Or maybe it was the people in India. Now it was this so-called white man here in America.
That's right.
The only people ever to use nuclear capabilities, but then they talk about going into Iraq to stop the weapons of mass destruction. Let's stop Iran from getting nuclear capabilities, but here it is that the only nation ever to use nuclear weapons or atomic weapons was this damn so-called white man, the devil. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, And this is him speaking to Esau. Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
I appreciate you that.
And it goes to show you that the so-called white man is living by the sword, man. What does he do? He goes around invading other countries with what? His weapons, man. Nobody retaliates because they know the capabilities that this devil has. But that time is coming to an end. All right, the time of everybody being afraid of the so-called white man, that time is coming to an end. Now you got the North Koreans testing nuclear missiles. You got the Iranians saying, "The hell with you Americans." Nobody cares about what the so-called white man got to say anymore, man. Because for hundreds of years, you've just been deceiving the whole earth, man. You've been taking peace from the earth. And everybody's fed up with it. Most importantly, the Heavenly Father.
Read that last part where it says about the brother.
Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Or Genesis?
Yeah, you were reading that.
This is Genesis 27 and 40. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Okay, and now if you go into the book of Obadiah, talking about Esau, this is what he said about Esau. This is Obadiah verse 10. It says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So I thought it said something different in there.
Hey, but still, man,
Yeah.
when he took the dominion, when he took the yoke off his neck, what Esau do? He did nothing but try to kill the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man. He did everything in his power. Through all of history, not just American history, throughout all history, man. The so-called white man, the devil, Esau, according to the scriptures, has always tried to kill the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man. Going all the way back to this moment in Genesis, man. So read that again in Obadiah, Baba Kishar.
And even before that, it goes all the way back to time. Cain and Abel, man.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Because the scriptures say before they were even born that the Lord already had them set up to do what they do, because it goes all the way back to the beginning, man. You read that again. I got a precept to go with that.
Yeah. Obadiah verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
So shame shall cover thee, and you shall be cut off from ever, man. All right? So the so-called white man, Esau, according to the scriptures, is going to be cut off forever, man. All right? And plain example, he's going straight into slavery. And then guess what? He's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth, man. Okay. All right? And you know, these devils think everything's a joke, man. Everything's a joke to these devils.
Hey,
man.
that's good. They should think it's a joke, because the scriptures say, "He that laugh
4:21.
now shall weep later," man. So laugh it up, man. You think this is a joke? Well, then you're gonna be crying like bitterly, like a woman in travail when the time of the Lord's wrath comes upon you. All right, that was it on that.
Yeah, that's it.
This is Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
And hey, it said a perpetual hatred. Perpetual means an ongoing.